Hi, Dennis Mason here, and we just finished the live radio broadcast on Fitness and More on GBB Radio with Mike Foster from N101 Nutrition. Nice to have you with us, my man.
It's awesome.
Look at this guy. Okay, man knows what he's talking about.
I don't know.
You're in the fitness business.
I am.
Yeah, and you've been an athlete and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Western boy, corn-fed.
Corn-fed, yeah. That's good for you. Beef-fed. My grandpa was a butcher, actually.
Oh, really?
I always tell people, I'm like, you think I got these? Eat broccoli all day?
Oh, okay.
Give me cow.
We were talking on the air a little bit about supplements, and particularly, and right now, wellness is a big thing with people right now, and where it should always be actually, but it comes to the foreground every now and again. And supplements, what was your definition? How did you describe supplements again, if you were going to?
The best way I would describe supplements is it's taking something natural and, you know, for example, a supplement, and putting it into your diet to, I guess you could say, compensate for something that you're not getting. You know, I mean, it's probably impossible unless you walk around all day long with a bag full of salmon to get enough healthy omega-3, 6 oil, you know what I mean? And then you're going to smell like a salmon all day long. You know, it's going to be very, very difficult to get enough vitamins and minerals, especially when we're talking about, you know, foods that are so devoid of vitamins and minerals in your diet. So that's why taking these supplements are going to make sure that your body's getting the proper amounts, if not more, to be able to keep you healthy.
What do you say about all these people that say, well, I eat a good balanced diet?
I laugh. Because I usually say, like, what do you eat? Like, well, get up and I have cereal, and then I, you know, and it's like, and they tell me their diets, and almost all of it is processed. And I'm just thinking, oh my God, these processed foods are just stripped of all of the good stuff that you need in your body, and it's just like, yeah, but it's low fat. Well, okay, you know, as long as it's low fat, you should be good. Actually, you know, fat's kind of good for you, the healthy stuff, you know, so that's the thing, is that so many people are, you know, doing these processed food diets that they think are healthy because, you know, you look at TV and it says, like, oh, lean cuisine, you know, that must be good for you. Yeah, your dinner in a box. Right. Come on.
It's like processed food, like Mike is saying, okay, is devoid of what would be called the micronutrients. Okay, they do have macronutrients. You got protein, you got carbs, you got fats.
Yep.
Oh boy. Okay, but that's not enough for us as humans.
Absolutely not.
For anything, actually, we need vitamins and minerals. And let's face it, most of the food, at least in this country, comes from mega farms. It's not mom and dad sitting out back tilling the soil.
No.
These are like major farms. Do farms do they rotate all the soil like you're supposed to?
No, they put more chemicals in it. Isn't that a good thing?
Oh,
you're supposed to use chemicals, right?
So the food that you get off the farms comes from the soil, right? The vitamins and minerals. So if there's not a lot of that in the soil, then you're not getting what you really need.
How twisted is this?
That's pretty twisted right there.
Without question. These mega farms, they've got, I'm sure people out there starting to be more of a mainstream thing to talk about, is the GMO, genetically modified organisms. They're taking these plants and genetically modifying them so they can withstand these evil pesticides that they put on them. And what it's doing is it's changing the micronutrient integrity of these foods. So you're ingesting like a bean, for example. Like let's say you're doing, you know, a soybean that is a GMO soybean. I mean, it's not the same as a naturally occurring growing soybean where the you know, where the farmer was out there spreading chicken crap all over the, you know, the soil for the nitrogen. It's a different thing. Just like now, I think about the meats that we eat now, and everybody talks about, well, is it organic? Is it free range? Well, you know, the thing of it is I look back at when I first started eating beef, which was probably when I was maybe 2 or 3 days old. You know, I mean, I came out of the womb eating beef, I'm telling you. My grandpa, like I said, he was a butcher. And I think about as a kid going out with a butcher. We'd go out and it would be some big field in the middle of Ohio. You were there. And, you know, and my grandpa would go up there with his 22 and he'd put the cow down and he'd butcher it right there. And that was a cow that was eating grass. The stuff we've got now, the beef that you see in the markets, they're just full of these genetically, you know, modified organism type corn and all this stuff. And when's the last time you heard about a cow eating corn? Has anybody seen a cow go up to a, you know, shucking it, doing the corn? No, they're supposed to eat grass. That's what cows do. That's why Argentina has the best cows in the world, because they're all free range grass fed down there on those big, you know, hillsides and all that. Our stuff, you got a genetically modified cow.
You know, the interesting thing too, if you want to go, let's say, to a farm, and you want to go check out a farm, Okay, just you want to go see what a farm's like. You know, I got a little pretty cool farmhouse. You know, the whole like Wizard of Oz kind of the family. You know, the guy. You can go to a farm. You know, look at a farm. Try that with a meat packing house. Like just go check on your product, because I buy the product, I want to go check on it.
Right.
They won't let you in.
No, they won't let the chickens either.
Chickens either?
Chickens and beef. The chickens, actually, you're not allowed to go in there either.
Now, why is that?
Have you ever seen what it looks like?
Actually, you know, I can't get
in. We talked earlier about that whole Forks Over Knives, the documentary on Netflix, DVD, Forks Over Knives.
Right.
There's another one out there that your listeners should definitely know about called Food Inc. Watch Food Inc. It's sick.
Yeah.
And that's where they talk about, like the chickens, for example, they're not allowed to have windows in there. It's just this dark cage while these chickens in there. And, you know, it does one lady, actually, and she lost her contract for chickens because she took a camera in there and showed what it looked like. And, I mean, she's walking out of there nonstop with these dead chickens that are full of cancer. I mean, think about this meat that they're giving us. You take a chicken breast, I mean, do you remember what chicken breasts were like back in the 70s and 80s?
Yeah.
Yeah, just little chicken breasts, yellow skin, that sort of stuff. Now you've got this gigantic, it's like as big as people are getting now, so are the chickens.
Right.
And there's this giant hormone-fed chicken that's just, I mean, I don't think that the protein content in there is the same as it used to be, and I definitely know that there's some evil hormones going on in that meat, without question.
You're a meat eater. I'm not. I stopped eating meat in 1971, and I lived here in LA, and and you can look it up. It's there. It's in the LA Times, front page, "Dope on the Range" was the headline, big 4-inch letters, like that. I read that article, and it talked about the steroids. It talked about the all the drugs to make the cattle big, and I'm sure it's only gotten worse now.
Yeah.
So, you know, it was there, and that's what stopped me from doing it. And I do eat some fish and chicken and stuff like that. I do more plant-based proteins. You and I were talking about that earlier. But those are the kinds of things that, and getting back to the vegetables and so forth, the minerals in vegetables come from the soil. The plants themselves will make vitamins, but it's the minerals content that we're worried about. And so that's one of the things that you can do at your store. You can get like mineral supplements, mineral supplements.
For example, let's say we're walking through Florida. We're just having a nice walk through Florida, drinking our water, going through an orange grove.
Okay.
Do you think that the oranges that are found in that orange grove are going to have the same content of vitamin C as they did in that same orange grove a year before, or I'm sorry, 100 years before?
Probably.
No. Probably not, because that soil has been depleted. And unless they're constantly, like you said, churning the soil and using, I mean, they just spray it now with chemicals. That's what they do. So it's like you said, what did you say? The consumerism versus food? How'd you say that with the...
commerce versus health.
Commerce versus health, yeah. It's all about how many oranges they produce, not the quality of it. So that's my point when it comes to supplements, as far as if your diet is devoid of these nutrients, like you're eating oranges all day, but you're not getting enough vitamin C. That's why you come see us. And on M101, and we've got whole food vitamins. That's what's good too.
That's great.
You know, a lot of people go to like these, they buy these cheap vitamins at some of the different pharmacies or whatnot, and whatever it is. I believe in whole food vitamins. I don't believe in using, well, I need vitamin C, so I need ascorbic acid. No, I want orange peel in there. I want my body to recognize it as a food, not a chemical.
This man knows what he's talking about, and you're going to hear more about him on our radio show, because he's going to be our nutrition and our supplement reporter. And you're going to see more on TV here.
Awesome.
Mike?
Dennis, let's throw the guns up.
Thank you.
Let's give him a gun show.
Look at those.
Look at that. That man is ripped.
Dennis Mason here. Thanks for watching.